Alright, so now we're going to start getting guys left and right coming at us.
We've destroyed an enemy target.
Make sure we're only shooting the enemy guys. Woo!
Target eliminated.
More targets eliminated. So we got that big group. They're actually going away from us. Oh, everybody's running at this point.
Enemy
Aww.
in sensor range.
I'm still the closest though. They changed their mind? Nope. Oh, there's a guy behind us. What's he up to? Oh, no. He was just in passing. But yeah, I think it would be awesome if they could, you know, and if you play the campaign mission, and I released it this morning, so if you folks want to go watch it, it's called The Giant Leap, and it shows the second map that they have. And guess what? It's our solar system, the Sol system, planet Earth, and all the planets. Now, you can't currently go much beyond the mission parameters. I tried to do it multiple times, and the game won't let you. The game just froze up and shut down on me, so you can't. But there's a huge amount of possibility that there's going to be more, because with the way the game ends, there's they leave it wide open. I mean, it's obviously they're going to put more missions, more things into it. I mean, the way it's set up, you'll be able to tell when you play, or you can wait and watch me do it, because I have it recorded. It's just a question of editing and putting it out, and I try not to ever put more than a couple of videos out a day, because I don't want to spam my subs boxes. No one likes that, and I try and always make sure I space them out. So like I say, I don't spam you guys' boxes. But there's a huge amount of possibility. They could turn that Sol into a multiplayer map, and then people could deck their ships out, you know, and just make it so that no mods allowed. If they do multiplayer, they need to make it so there's no mods allowed, because it's too easy. With the money mod, you get 1.5 or 1.4 billion credits. You can buy the biggest and baddest ship, buy all the best enhancements, and just, you know, go in and lay waste. You go to TheRevPlays.com. If you look down underneath the thing on Twitch here, the first two, the one on the right is for donations, the one on the left is straight link to my channel, The Rev Plays. That's me, The Rev. And yeah, you'd have to be real careful with the mods that were allowed. Like the Star Trek mod, that one would be badass. In fact, I'm going to see if I can, I'm not sure if they've updated it 100%, but if they have, next week's stream on Monday, we're going to take and we're going to go through and we're going to show off all the ships. There's 5 of them. If you want to preview what they look like, again, on my channel and the Starpoint Gemini 2 playlists, I have a whole bunch of mods and various things in there, so it can show, so you guys can see the what the ships look like, and it's really cool. It's a lot of fun. All depends again if the modders have updated up to the final version. So, oh, it did. Oh, right on, right on. Yeah, I haven't screwed with it. When they first released it, it didn't work. So, and I figured by now they'd gotten caught up. It's been a week and a half now, almost 2 weeks. Friday, I think, will be 2 weeks since the game was originally launched, so should be pretty good. All right, well, this isn't any fun. We need to go and get us some combat, so we'll go here.
Affirmative. Setting course.
We'll
Transferring
find
all
ourselves some more
available power to
fights.
engines.
But that mod, in my opinion, that'd be one of the allowable ones. All the ship mods would be fine as long as they don't mess with the balance of the ships, because most of them are just skins. And you know, skins would be fine, but stuff like the money mod shouldn't be allowed. anything that affects weapon systems, enhancements, things like that. I don't think it'd be fair because, you know, you want to have a fair
Enemy
playing
station
field. So,
detected nearby.
but that's me. You know, everybody has their own opinion on the subject. I know that they have talked about it, so they might do it. It's just a question of once they get the game stable enough to be able to do it. So, more stuff popping in around us. Come on. Oh, there we go.
Aye, Captain. All batteries fire at will.
Oh, where did you go? Did you already run away? You're already out of my range. Alright.
Affirmative. Engines on overdrive.
We'll go on in here. Have us some more combat fun.
Enemy in sensor range. Another hostile
And you'll be able to
ship has
tell
been blown away.
that now the ships are going down almost twice as fast because I put that shredder on the front. Great weapon. So those guys didn't last
Hostiles
for
confirmed in sensor
squats.
radius. No available space in cargo hold.
Oh, there will be when I get done screwing with it. Let's see. Do we still got a bunch more nano swarms. So let's see. Let's roll the lottery. See what we get on this. What do we got coming at us here? Freightliner junk. A bunch of Freightliner stuff. Nothing real big. Some baby ships.
Another hostile ship has been blown away.
Hey, finally got a blueprint. Cool. Our little thing's done. Of course, if you have a bunch of stuff in your cargo hold, you can't pick these up. That's why you just dump it.
No available space in cargo hold.
And what did we get? Oh, we got an Andromeda, huh? A couple of those. Still, that's 250,000 credits right there. Not to mention with sitting outside a station, so you've got backup in your
Target eliminated. Hostiles confirmed in sensor radius.
yeah, the voice acting in the campaign, it almost sounded like it was digitally done. You know what I mean? Like it was digitally altered. I don't know. But the way they set up the cutscenes and stuff I thought was fine. But yeah, the voice acting was a little different. But then keep in mind, the creators of this game are from Croatia. So it's not like it's an American company taking and doing the voice acting and stuff, you know, because they're going to understand the speech
Sensors are
patterns
picking
and
up
everything
hostiles
else a
in
little
the
bit better.
vicinity.
So, yeah, these guys are based out of Croatia. I know Mario. Talked to him many, many times on the forums. Guy's fantastic. He's CEO of Little Green Men Games. Those guys are just great for a dev company, though. I mean, any problems you have, they are really on top of it. They've been helping people with save files, corrupted file, anything like that. If you go to the forums, they'll help you out if you're having any problems. They're really cool, and they're really up to date on it, which is cool. I mean, most of the time, when it comes to
Unfriendly target acquired.
a game, you know, when they're done, and
Cannot comply. Storage space full.
screw whoever, you know, is trying to get stuff, so, and get things fixed, so. But I don't think they were expecting quite the explosiveness of the game.
Enemy in sensor range.
Good morning, Vietnam. Sad part is I remember when that movie came out. Oh, God, I'm old. I won't get rid of this medicine. That does no good.
No available
There we
space
go.
in
So now we
cargo
got
hold.
some stuff. I bet you we got a good chunk of dough now. And we'll head back to the station while we're waiting for the next little group to come in.
All power to engines.
But this is, you know, like I say, this is the best way I know of to make money, is to just sit outside a station. And even if you're not a big ship, just wait for everything to get blown out of the sky, use the scavenger bots, and you'll have the money quick
Confirmed
enough.
sensor radius.
Oh.
We should check the star chart. New missions are available. Aye, Captain. All batteries fire at will.
You guys can see that I'm getting additional support from the station itself.
Target eliminated.
Those guys are toasted pretty quick. And then before we scavenge them, we'll go in. So that was 20,000, yeah. Let's see, system-wise, get rid of this Barracuda too, because they suck. But let's see, okay, so at 990 million. So we got 300,000 there, 245,000 there, 136,000 there. So almost got a whole almost got a million credits right off the top there. And then of course I'm sure there's random stuff dropped in here, like the biometric shields, little blue suckers that suck. The fleet. Normally when using fleet, the ship I started with had it, but this one doesn't. All you have to do is you, once you're in combat, you hit our quick little thing here, and then you just launch your fighters, and then you can mark targets. So if there's a big ship that you want coming after you that's, you know, you're worried about, let's say you're a frigate and you've got a dreadnought after you, so you send your, no, that wouldn't work. Say you're a cruiser and you've got a dreadnought coming at you, because some cruisers do have flight bays. You can then
Can't do that, Captain.
use
Not enough space in cargo hold.
the fighters, if you've got good enough fighters, to help support your attacks. So we got a couple more Spartans off that one right there. 125,000. So right there in 10 minutes we just made 1 million credits. So, and if you're going to roll with railguns, look for the Barracuda 3. It's, I think, after everything I've seen, playing through the full campaign mission, going over all the planets, they've added so much to the little stations everywhere, it's hard to tell. But from what I've seen, oh no, oh shit, oh, are they just took away all the money we just got. God damn it. Oh well, crap happens. Let's see. So we're just gonna have to go kill some more.
Yes, sir. Engine set to maximum power.
Jeez, I didn't even have my weapon set up right. How funny. And when it comes to the mercenaries and the mercs, I don't think they've got the bugs worked out with those yet. I tried to use them on a couple of missions, and they didn't do anything. They just stood there. They didn't even take DPS damage, which is, I was hoping at the very least they'd do that. But
all weapons on auto mode.
bye-bye.
Target eliminated.
Make us a little more money. Yeah, we're sitting on the edge again. Yeah, so this is another good station. So this station, all these stations along here, or if you're want to get in the big combat, like I said, go into the it's right next to Planet Nix, in between Nix and Sora. You see a little green space here. That's constant combat. That's at this point, since I've like pretty much done everything game-wise, that's what I enjoy doing. Is just I'll get in here and fly around, see if I can find a new ship, because they added 30 ships at launch that I hadn't seen. This one I'm flying right now I hadn't seen before. It wasn't in the beta. This thing was not in the beta from my understanding. So I still think that's just the coolest looking ship. The ship models are just fantastic in this game. Everybody keeps talking about Star Citizen. Well, at least you can play this now, is all I can say when it comes to Star Citizen, because that is years, from my understanding, out still. So, oh wow, we didn't. There we go.
We need more
Oh,
space
shut
in
up.
cargo hold.
Oh, we got a bunch of crappy fuel. So let's get rid of that immediately. For me, standard when you're doing using your swarms to strip the station whenever to strip derelicts whenever possible. You always want to, it needs to at least be over 1,000, or it's just a waste of time, in my opinion. So, oh, we got Warlock 3s, 2 of them, so well, another 160 grand worth of credits, not bad. But, you know, a lot of it is preference. Everybody's got their own way they like to fight. I know a lot of people like using this view to do all of their combat. Personally, that's a little much for me. But it's cool. You can see the little turret right here. Took my automatic thing off here. And we can fire wherever we want. And you can even go to your warp with the PTE in this, which is always interesting. So we can go right up here and look at one of these asteroids, blow it out of the sky. Of course, you can't use your weapons when you're in PTE. But as soon as we get close enough on one of these suckers, remember my weapons, it's got to be around 900 or so. There we go, still flying in, but then wow, it just blew a whole bunch of crap up all at once. Right on. And let's see. Oh, I do have more of those. So let's see. Now we're in the up front close mode. See how close we have to be to use the bore hole, as they say. We picked up all of those. Come on. Let's go. Slow piece of poop. I don't know. I would think that they want us to have a longer range, personally. There we go. See what happens when you use one nice and up close here.
Enemies decloaking in the vicinity. Engaging automated protocols. All weapons on auto mode.
Oh, the asteroid was so big it didn't blow up. Wow.
Denied. We need more space in cargo hold.
See this one blew it in a bunch of smaller pieces. fractured the asteroid, which would be good. You know, if you're a miner and you want to come through, you know, you just go through and you go right through like so. Oh, last one's too far. But now, you know, we've got all this we can pick up, and a lot of these ships, the Freightliner ships that you use, have huge holes. Or not holes, but cargo.
Rerouting all power to engines.
And I'll show you guys. I've got a couple of them just sitting in the old thing. I've been trying to figure out a way to use them in one of my videos, but I haven't really come out with anything yet. Because the mining so far is just really basic. But it is a viable way to make money. You know, if you don't want to get into the combat right away, just go get yourself one of the little ships and just go out and mine. Can you make as much money doing the other things I showed you with the swarms? Probably not. Not as quickly. But, go into my hangar here. Let's see, this guy right here, he's got, see, the cargo, 475. And then we got a little freighter guy. He's still got 220, which is like twice of what's in my Dreadnought right now. And then this big beast holds 70,000, so it can take a brutal amount of pounding. But the cargo's 650. But then, you know, you look at the defense systems, and it's got two little baby white light systems. The power ratio is massively different between the two. Now, a lot of people have been confused. All ships come with a standard mining laser on them. You don't actually have to buy a weapon system. You can just use the little mining laser. So, let's see. I wonder if I unmount. I can show that. You can see the laser here I've got now. That's the mining laser, and all ships come with this. So you can go and you can do your mining, and you can save all your money to buy bigger and better ships. So it's just a question on they've gotten a lot better. It's not in Ravac 01. It's not in beta anymore. They've stabilized it a lot. It's a lot better than it was in beta. And I think at this point they're just trying to, because all of a sudden, you know, they've got 10 times the players they did before, and all the various different system specs and everything else, so they're constantly scrambling to put out, and every couple of days they put out little bug fixes. So, but then, you know, it's still better than any of the AAA stuff that's out there that, you know, you're lucky if you get a patch in 6 months, and then the patch usually doesn't fix what you want. But yeah, and with me, the only problems I'm having, it's because I'm doing things I'm not supposed to. The times the game has crashed on me is when I'm, like I was in the Sol system, and I went way, way outside the mission parameters trying to explore, and I don't think they've done that map yet, so the game crashed. And then the only other time I've had any problems with the game crashing is if you do multiple jumps. So if you do, you know,
Starting T-drive sequence.
you jump from like planet to planet to planet and do like half the planets, the game, I think the game's memory starts to leak, so it winds up too much for the game to run and render, and it shuts down. So, but that's really the only problems I've really had. You know, some of the campaign missions, they still need to fix just the optimizations in general. But yeah, since almost 2 weeks ago, they've done a good job. They've done a lot more work with making sure everything is ready to go.
Power rerouted. T-drive engaged.
So, but it all depends on what you're doing in game. Most of the problems I've seen is just when you jump around the most is where they seem to have the problems. During the campaign missions, I never had it. And this is before most of the thing came out. I never had it drop on me, so it could be Intel systems. I run an AMD system, so right on, brother. You're gonna love it. If you have any questions, go to TheRevPlays and look at my Starpoint Gemini 2, and I've done a huge amount of guides. Holy crap, we're right back into it here. I didn't think they'd have this many guys. Jeez. Oh man, what is it, 3 dead knots? Whoo! Well, I just jumped into the middle of it, didn't I?
Warning. Shields collapsed. We've destroyed an enemy target. Tactical reports of hostiles in the area. Shields restored, sir.
Really? You think? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them? 8 of them?
Captain, shields are collapsing.
Well, of course they are.
Shield emitters failed.
There's too many ships against one.
Another hostile ship has been blown away. Shields restored, sir. Ship system offline. Critical damage received. Warning. Shield collapsed.
Ah, sorry about that, folks. Damn dogs are barking.
Another
Woo,
hostile
doggy.
ship has been blown away. Shields back online.
Christian, am I going to survive long enough to... Oh, yeah. Look at that. We actually survived long enough. Whew. Holy crap. That was my attempt at evasive maneuvers. Doesn't really work when you're in dreadnoughts. You wind up just getting hammered. That's why it's always a good idea to keep the old shield boosters around. And of course your damage amplifiers. We got another good sized battle out there.
Enemy in sensor range.
Still got my little Seth right here. Oh boy, there's a whole nother group coming this way, huh? Yep. Or they're trying to go in passing. Could be it too. So hopefully, and with this stream, I've shown you guys some good tricks and tips here on how to use all the various equipment and stuff. Uh-oh, something's in range. Yep. Let's see. Nope, that's not what I want. Go that way. We can fix the hole while we're standing here. Or sitting here, I should say.
Our shields are weakening.
I know, our shields are always weakening.
Shield emitters failed. We've destroyed an enemy target. Captain, shields are collapsing.
Oh, that's why. That's okay, we'll take these guys down too.
Shields are down.
Oh, no, they're not.
destroyed.
The butt is almost as powerful as the front. Just like my Great Dane. Oh my God.
Picking up hostiles in the vicinity.
I've had people request it, so maybe one of these days I'll bring her in here during one of my streams. She's 140 pounds of love.
Enemy down.
There we go. So I'm gonna blow the hell out of it just in case. Now we got another group coming. All right. Some more combat.
Sensors are picking up hostiles in the vicinity.
Oh yay, more and more. More to the party. Oh, you guys are in trouble. My shields are almost back up.
Hostiles confirmed in sensor radius. We are losing shields. Tactical reports of hostiles in the area.
Now we might get overwhelmed. They're getting enough ships in here. That one's leaving.
Enemy ship destroyed.
One, two, three, four, five, six, 7 ships again. Six for now. Hey, why don't you guys come help over here? Hey,
We've destroyed an enemy
come on.
ship.
Nah, they're traitors. Right. Well, the longer they let me sit here, the faster and faster I'm going to be able to build my seths up. Take down this sucker.
Shield status critical. Collapse is imminent.
Come on, blow this stupid thing up already.
We've destroyed an enemy target.
Sorry, I'm not talking a whole lot, folks. I am concentrating on what I'm doing here.
Status critical. Collapse is imminent.
Oh, no, it's not.
Shields collapsed. Enemy in sensor range. Enemy ship destroyed.
Little pansy's gonna try and run.
Enemy down.
All right, next group, another group of dreadnoughts.
Enemy ship destroyed.
And the other one's running away. We'll get him though. Wow. So that was a pretty good inning there. Bottom of the screen. Down here, as you can see, these four things you saw me using, these are the abilities that come with each class, which is Commander, Engineer, and Gunner. And you only have so much energy. So as you use them, you see the bar go down. And they also have their own timer. So you have how much energy you have, and then you have your timer on them. And then right here, the little yellow thing right here, this is your experience. And then, of course, in our little bar back and forth here, you control with your wheel mouse. That's your speed. And yeah, blue on the right. Yeah. And then, of course, we got our date down here in our experience. So, yeah, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Wow, so I've got 12 ships I can nano swarm if I have enough of the nano things. So after a battle like this, this is where you make your, this is where you make a lot of money on a thing like this. So it's all good. Part of the point of my streams here are to help people. If you guys ever have questions or anything, please don't hesitate to ask. I'll do my best to answer them as well as possible. Like I say, I've got like 130, 140 hours into this game, so yeah, I was going to say my cargo's all full. But you can see that it's when I had a little bit of time to prepare versus when we were getting stomped earlier in the stream. Rolling with the Seths, then shield booster, and then of course repair nods, repair nanobots. I could get enough Seths out where I had then enough fire to pretty much take on
Yes, sir. Fire at will command executed. Target eliminated.
everything. Oh, now you guys want to come help me, really? After I did all the heavy work. But you could see how, I stationed myself. I had enough time because I didn't have too many ships coming in at once. It took them a while to get to me, so I had more time, and I could set up my Seth platforms. And then just by rotating through my various things, you know, I took out a dozen or so ships. Not to mention all the ones that ran off. So, you know, we took on a pretty good, you know, 15 some odd ships there at once. So, not too bad. But, as always, that is about my time today for streaming. I'd like to thank all you guys for watching. Please do me a favor and check out TheRevPlays if you guys have any more questions. This isn't the only game that I play. I do a lot of survival guides, other such things on TheRevPlays, so it might be something you want to check out. I'm also a curator on Steam. So all the things I've put on Steam are games I've either done full playthroughs through or are survival guides, which are usually as close as I can keep them updated to what's going on in early access. So I've done a bunch of those. So if you guys want to take and join that, I think it'd be cool to see someone besides Total Biscuit and the PC Gamer and some of the, you know, already big time established, you know, some of the smaller people, you know, that we don't have a lot of money to throw away. We've got to pick and choose our games, you know, and all the games I've played, you know, I think are fantastic. So, alrighty, folks. Well, I will be back, like I said, next Monday for another stream of Starpoint Gemini 2. I'm probably going to do the Star Trek mod, and we'll take out a bunch of the various ships. And tomorrow, I'm going to be something completely different. I don't know if any of you guys have played Path of Exile or not, but it's a free-to-play game that's indie, and they've recently put just a massive amount of content in there. And I created a new character, and I'm going to go through and I'm going to show you guys a bunch of the various features and other things like that. And that's probably what I'll do tomorrow on my stream. Right on. Take it easy, goof boys. Right on, RevPlays. It's a great game, man. It's a lot of fun. Like I said, I've dropped 130, 140 hours, which is a lot of time when you guys actually see what the amount of content on my channel. I've got over 400 videos, or close to 400 videos now. So, and I'll keep cranking them out. This is what I like to do. So, as always, I'll see you next time. If the gods don't get me first. Or my wife.